Hey guys, so here I'll try to show you my approach at removing a flip chip from the carrier board with a reasonable amount of success, perhaps. The idea here is heat up the chip, or the whole board with the chip, to a pretty hot temperature that softens the epoxy underfill. Then I will cut it away on the sides to clear it out as much as possible, to have the chip as free as possible. And then I will heat it up a little bit more to make sure the chip itself is unsoldered, or, well, the solder bumps are liquefied, or kind of, and then lift the whole thing. Hopefully without any chips or, oh, chip, no pun intended there. You get the point, I suppose. So let's try it. I'll start at a very low flame. Well, not start. There. That should be good enough to get it started. I'm also considering a reasonably safe temperature to work at a distance with this screwdriver. It might take a couple of minutes to heat the plate. It's a bit of a gamble, a bit of an instinct to see when it's actually ready for it to start cutting off the underfill. I'll have a poke at it, see if it's soft. It seems to be softening. Not quite yet. Let's give it a minute. I mean, there's nothing really professional here, of course. I hope you ignore the fact I'm doing this in my kitchen. And that's it, I guess. So lower the flame, have a poke at it with the utility blade. Oh, it seems to be hot enough. Okay, start cutting. Burning my hand now. So the idea is to remove the die as intact as possible. So there's no real consideration for the carrier board that will get destroyed very soon. Okay, it's coming out in bigger chunks. Maybe I should have removed this. And it's a little bit of a boring process. Mildly dangerous. Perhaps. The board is working, delaminating actually, so it's kind of hot enough. That's a good sign there. And partially good, of course. There's nothing really good about doing this. I'll actually turn the fire off, just so I can work quicker, and it's hot enough. be laminating pretty nice in there. So I think it's about good enough. Still a little bit here. So I think now we can burn it a little bit more and then lift the chip. See, once the capacitors are all they have all gone, still, well, the temperature is still hot enough to melt the solder. But let's give it another burst of heat. And then I'll start gently pushing the chip with the tip of the utility blade. Because we want to move it out of the underfill puddle without cracking it. So if you start lifting it straight away, it will crack. Oops. I think I feel it moving a little bit. Might do a couple more incisions. The sharper the blade, the better. Of course, the less clearance you need, the better. Oops, that's getting a little too hot now. One hand at least. I think it could be lifted now. I'll try to push it more. Tricky. I think the board is burnt enough so I can start probing it with the tip of the blade and pushing it from underneath. I mean, this could fail at any second, but let's finish it. It's a lot easier with smaller chips, of course. The last chip I did was an Intel Celeron from 2002, which is a third at least of the size of this chip. So it's quite straightforward. Yeah, this is taking a little bit longer than I expected. utility blade is really hot. Well, of course the camera's battery died. I think we're still good here. Yeah, I see the chip moving. Okay, it's lifting, so I'll give it a little bit more heat, just to be sure. Oops. And there we go. So no major damage yet, at least. I mean, any little chip under the microscope will show up pretty easily. So I'll try to scrape that underfill with bumps there later with a very sharp utility blade, and I might need to sand off a couple of layers to reveal the actual GPU inside. But that's pretty much it. Try to grab it with tweezers. And yeah, looks pretty cool. Now I'll try to get some close-up images and post along in the description. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.